If you build it, they are not going to come. That adage of if you build it, they will come is very wrong, very far from the truth. In fact, what you will have to do is go out and find the people that are going to buy your product or service. You're going to go into the market thinking your idea is the best idea ever. And it may be, but it's probably not. But it might be close. What you need is to get the feedback from people to see how good of a fit your product is to the pain points that they have. Your job is to come up with the value proposition, the way to describe to your clients, to your customers, how what you are providing gives them some value, gives them value that actually adds to their life, solves a problem for them, takes away a pain that they have. That's what people buy. People don't buy cool products for the most part, unless they have an Apple logo on them. Your job, again, is to find something that scratches an itch. And you might be close, but don't want to be too rigid in the presentation of what you are selling. You want to be open and listening for feedback. They're your test market. You can get on the phone, start getting in connection with people that you think are likely candidates to buy your product, and see what they think of it. That's the best way to test a market. It's feedback that you're going to get that you need to make your product better, to be able to take it to the wider audience where it can be successful. Use your close-knit group of contacts that you have that are in the industry, the likely consumers of your product, to see if they would actually buy it. Not just ask them if they think it's a good idea, but to try to get them signed up to buy it. I recently was listening to a podcast, and Noah Kagan was on it, talking about his book, $1 Million Weekend. One of the main points in that book is he's talking about starting a business is not about putting up a website or making the perfect product brochure that you can put in front of someone to get them to buy it. It's about actually selling it to people. So he's framed it in starting your business in a weekend, start $1 million business in a weekend. By that, he's talking about getting on the phone, talking to the people that are your likely customers, and selling it to them. Sell it to 3 people in one weekend, and that's the start of a business. And I think the reason why that message works and why it resounded with me was because of this idea that that group of people that you're talking to is your test market. If you can get 3 people to say yes, you know the idea is good enough that it can actually work as a business because you've got customers. If people that you are sure would have bought it start saying, nah, I don't think so, then you've got some work to do. And that's just as valuable of information to have. That's market research. It's very direct feedback, which is the most valuable kind. It's not just looking at statistics. It's talking to people that should be customers and seeing if they are customers or if they're not customers. So don't be too rigid with the idea of the product that you offer. Listen to the feedback that you get. Make adjustments if you need to either the product or the messaging of it. There might be many ways to find a product that's within the scope of what you have in mind, but you need to trim off some rough edges, or you need to add a little bit of this or that to the product to make it what people are going to buy. The feedback from your actual customers is one of the most valuable things that you have. And that is why you should try to get to that as soon as you possibly can, rather than waiting to have a perfect product. And when you get it done, your customers will come. Your customers will not come. You have to go get them.